CCD Expo stands for Content Creation and Distribution. Content creation is literally anything that we as consumers watch, listen to, or view, such as a movie, a television show, a how-to video, could be a music album, could be a video game, or a digital book. Anything that can be consumed today on a tablet or a smartphone, on a computer or a television screen is considered content. Traditional ways of distributing products, like movies, have been done through theaters, DVD, satellite television, or movie channels. And that will continue. That's not going to change. But what's new is that a content creator now can make a television show about anything they have an interest in. And they don't have to go through traditional distribution channels. They can now make a product that can be marketed directly to the consumer via the internet. And it allows for much greater opportunities and much more diverse programming than what we've been traditionally used to. If you watch broadcast television today, you have a limited amount of content because they appeal to the masses. Content today in this new format means you can be very niche. You have something you really enjoy, something you want to communicate. You can do that now and market that product directly to the consumer, bypassing traditional distribution routes. So the CCD Expo brings together content creators, marketing people, distributors, and consumers to educate them how this new paradigm, this new way of looking at content and distribution is coming together. There are a couple of answers as to why the CCD Expo is being held in Loomis, California. The first is it's a small town that wants us here. We've taken over the entire downtown of Loomis. From fruit shed to fruit shed with the train depot in the middle. It's about 1/3 of a mile long. There's no streets to cross. Everybody can exist in one place with about 400 booths, 4 stages, and multiple locations to take advantage of. The second reason is, as the executive director, I'm 4th generation from Loomis. I know all the town council members. I know all the Chamber of Commerce members. And it takes something like that to be able to pull something like this off. This is our first time having the expo here. And to get through all the permit process and make sure we've got insurance and have the logistics, the security, the transportation, the accommodations, has taken an army of people to put together. Our committee has done miraculous work in a short amount of time to get ready for this expo, and the town of Loomis has been nothing but gracious and accommodating to make this happen. The town of Loomis, as well as Placer County, benefits from the CCD Expo from economic development of having visitors here. When people come to visit, they will shop in our local stores, they'll eat in the local restaurants, they'll stay in our local hotels. But beyond that, the expo, as wanting to be a good host and a good steward, is donating 10% of the revenue that we generate from this show back to local charities in this area. We're also donating 10% of our revenues to the facilities that are holding the expo. An example is the new downtown Blue Anchor Park. It's a new park in the middle of Loomis that's being developed for the community. 10% of our revenue in that area will go back to the park to help build a skate facility or a water feature. And in addition to that, we're building a new community stage that the community will be able to use after the expo is gone. The CCD Expo has a few sponsorships available. Our venues, such as the Video Village at the Blue Goose Event Center, can be sponsored. Likewise, the High Hand Audio Pool can also be sponsored. Those sponsors would be somebody or some company that has an interest in promoting their brand or getting their name out there to the public associated with what's happening at those locations. An example is Placer County. Placer County is sponsoring the headquarters of this show. The Economic Development Department for Placer County wants to create awareness that we have wineries in Placer County, that we have activities and tourist activities here that people can do. So they're sponsoring the location to create awareness of what you can do while you're here in Placer County. A company can come in and sponsor one of our several venues, and it gives them the opportunity to be, for the lack of a better phrase, a big fish in a small pond. As a sponsor, they get a large booth in the facility they're sponsoring. They get advertising in the CCD magazine that's being distributed at the show, and they get online advertising with the ccdexpo.com website. We have approximately 400 booth spaces available at the CCD Expo. We have booth spaces that are inside, such as the Blue Goose and the High Hand, and we also have booths outside. In order to register for a booth, you would go to ccdexpo.com and click on the Register button. There you'll see opportunities to register as an exhibitor, perhaps a guest speaker, or even a sponsor. We've priced the booths so that almost anybody can have a space here. For $250, you can have a 10 by 10 booth space outside in the Marketing Central or near one of the other venues. And for $1,000, you can have a booth inside one of the facilities like the Blue Goose or the High Hand. We also have made spaces available for content creators that have already made content or have scripts that they would like to promote to the public, and that's in our film and music market. A 4-foot section of table where you can have your DVDs or your scripts or your CDs is only $95. We didn't want to price this high so that it was hard to get in. We wanted it priced so that anybody can come and be a part of the show. We have 24 START panels. START panels are state-of-the-art discussions about various aspects of the media industry, about creating content or distributing content. We're looking for guest speakers that have knowledge of any of those areas, such as creating music, writing scripts, producing a movie or a television show, or creating a game, or how to market through social networking tools like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. If you think you have something that is valuable information that you think people could benefit from, go to ccdexpo.com, click on the Register button, and register as a guest speaker. We'll get back in touch with you and let you know if we can include you in one of our START panels.